A humble red brick building. That's where it all began for the University of Arizona. Today, Old Main stands testament to the roots of Tucson's gamble that paid off more than 127 years ago. Back in 1885, Territorial Governor Frederick Triddle established a board of regents to help get Arizona on the road to statehood.
When it was formed in Arizona in 1864, 63, one of the things that they wanted was a university. So they established a board of regents even before there was ever a concept of a university.
Tucson's representatives arrived late to a convention in Prescott and got stuck with the least funded project, the university, and just $25,000. Arizona opened its gates to students in 1885, and slowly the university began funding more amenities to its budding student class.
There was a slow progression of needing to have resources for the people that were here studying.
Widespread construction and large facilities popped up all around the 40-acre campus. Soon dorms and recreational buildings were made available. From there, life at the University of Arizona began to change, and so did its students.
The original students here in 1899, that's during the era when college really wasn't important to a lot of people. Then you have students in the war era, so World War I, World War II, when this university was really transformed into a military training college. Then the next era you see is around the 60s and 70s. This is like the activism area where students are extremely interested in different kind of active causes. Students are involved with the pulse of America during that time. And now the modern age college student are students who understand that a high school diploma is not going to cut it in the real world.
Alex Nunez, a history junior who gives tours to prospective students at the U of A, says that he doesn't think students have changed much since the early years.
They've always had a fun side to them. It just depends on the time period what that fun thing was. That's what's changed. The students themselves really haven't changed, but just the society as a whole is.
Extracurricular activities began to play a role in college life. Campus was in the process of a facelift after World War I and equipped with the latest in technology. As students began to see the university as a place to grow up, athletics became a major part of the university life in construction. The yearly traditions we now keep sacred began small. The homecoming parade and whitewashing the A on top of Sentinel Peak began early in the 1900s. Painting Bear Down on top of the university gym was an induction rite for chain gang. John Button Salmon, the originator of the phrase Bear Down, became the university's hero after a tragic car accident in 1926. Athletics venues have grown from humble beginnings to the most feared arenas in the Pac-12 Conference. Arizona Stadium used to have drive-in seating. In the 1970s, cement stands were added in, and it hasn't stopped changing since then. Just last year, the largest scoreboard on the western seaboard became a permanent addition to the south end zone. And now it's the north end zone's turn for some renovation. The Arizona Stadium North End Zone project broke ground in January and plans to add new permanent seating as well as a press area to the north side of Arizona Stadium.
There's a couple things for people to understand. There's like maybe 4 or 5 things that are always under construction. That's airports, hospitals, highways, and universities.
Constant construction has been a part of the U of A from the beginning. In the last year, Arizona has added 2 new residence halls to meet the demand of 7,000 incoming students. The new dorm life, along with some changes like the addition of the Integrated Learning Center and the Student Union in the early 2000s, have taken Arizona out of the past of long lines and overcrowded eateries and into the 21st century of university living. Life rolls on at the U of A just as it did more than 125 years ago, but with one exception.
U of A is Tucson, and it's really gone through a complete 180 since it was established in 1885.
For Arizona Cat's Eye, I'm Nicole Dimsius.